Nothing to see here. Just a peaceful sunrise by the beach on a warm, late July morning in North Florida, USA.
Ang dami napunta, nakapunta na ng Bahamas, Curaçao, Aruba. Ay, tingnan mo, Florida, ilang oras na daw siya. Kaya natin siya sa kanyang para may audience. Yeah, come on. Let's win it so we can buy a property here. We don't have to rent over here. Yeah. We'll have our own. Property. Right. Let's go. Let's win it. Let's win it. Which property do you like for us to buy for you guys? Which one? The house that you told me? Yeah. Okay. One over there. You give that. What you got? Ooh, ticket. Let's go. So we can buy the property. 1 million. It better be 1 million. So.
My experience was in paying witness to an abundance of death at an early age led to the empty shell of a scarred old man.
I thought I smelled a skunk, but I think it's just somebody smoking some really good strain of weed.
That is not out of the normal these days, even though that's a very poor example. The overarching reality is we have arrived once again at the era of Sodom and Gomorrah. Civilization set to fall, collapse, reset, all of which is precipitated by moral collapse. Things become exponentially worse for the righteous as he watches his world crumble into nothingness and despair and chaos and violence and bloodshed. Only the older generations can see these transitions in time and the moral and cultural changes and the darkness that will fall upon the younger generations. And that is why we have been told throughout not the centuries but the millennia to listen to our elders, because only the older generations can see the transitions through time, and how time changes. See, I done been to the mountaintop and seen through the eyes of the old great shaman priest, the one who knows all religions and all ways of life. But all these things you cannot say to the one who is bull-headed in his learned ways, in which he forgot who he was, where he came from, and who his people were. You can tap their cold cheeks with the palm of your hand and shake their shoulders, but you will never wake those who are lost in the eternal sleep, the dark sleep, the ancient sleep of the dead, the black spirit who closes the door behind you after you enter. Did I ever tell you about that time I shot those 4 fellows way down old Mexico way? It was a long time ago, and it's a long story, and I'm not supposed to talk about it. Now, what really woke me up about the fact that you can trust no man is that night when I was jolted awake by a sudden noise and discovered Eddie Bushyhead, a known criminal on the Pine Ridge Reservation, had crept through my window and was on his way out that window with an armful of my albums, my rock and roll albums.
Here's 2025. Yes. Yes, indeed.
For the record, I have no idea who Hughes is. or where he gathered all that seagrass. I mean, there was seagrass in the area at the time, but one would have to walk miles and miles to gather such a large amount, and how would he carry it all? It is indeed a mystery. Probably some dark, shadowy, ethereal figure from beyond. Or probably just some kid, I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll get back to you. Once when I was little, I awoke in the wee hours of the morning to see a woman standing in my darkened room at the foot of my bed, looking directly into my eyes. She was tall and white, with long white hair. She was wearing a long white gown. She was solid and not gaseous or vaporous, and an ability to communicate with her eyes. There would have been no one in our family, in our house that night, who would fit such a description. We are all dark hair and dark eye. Hurricane damage, empty lots, lots for sale, and recently constructed properties. Out with the old, in with the new. New investors, new capital ventures.
That's kind of odd looking. Where in the hell are they? I'm thinking they must have went down that way. Much better from this direction. You can see you really good. If I'm over here going that way, you look dark.
this is famed Hollywood icon Al Pacino. I've got so many Hollywood awards. I've had to build on extra rooms in my Hollywood mansion just to store them. That's one of the perks of being a Hollywood big shot. Big shot, Hollywood icon, actor extraordinaire.
Really? Really? Oh, okay, the drama.
No paparazzi, no paparazzi.
Hi.
Happy birthday.